Hi, I'm live. Okay, so I'm not on here because I'm having a really bad hair day. Ha. Yeah, no, I'm not on just because I just didn't get there. Um I'm going to show you some neat stuff though. You're just not going to see me. Ha. What do you think of that? I'm trying to get this. There it is. Okay. Um I'm going to show you a double Z fold card. And I put the measurements in the comments so you can follow me while I'm going. We're going to do two cards. Well, actually, one's done already. I'm just going to show you how I did it. And we're going to do the other one. And the other one is a Halloween card again. So this is the one card. Hi, Terry and Carol, Connie. Oh, nice. Gonna have a full house tonight. Connie, you're not golfing? Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna do a double Z fold because last week we did this really cool Halloween thing here that everybody just loved, but people said it looked too complicated. So I'm doing something a little easier today, but it's gonna use some of these pieces and it'll be just as cool, but a little easier. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of cardstock. And you know how I told you, I always make templates of everything. This is my really ugly template. This is what it looks like. And this is what our double Z fold is going to look like when it's done. I make this template out of junk paper, scrap paper, just so that I can read the measurements and see what the heck I'm doing. See, and the measurements are in here on the back and down here. So I'm going to be twisting and turning this around to see the measurements. So we're going to start with a piece of cardstock, 11 by 4 1/4. I bring my paper cutter in here so you can see what I'm doing here. 4 1/4 by 11. So basically, it's half a sheet. And I already had that cut, didn't I? Yes. Okay. Then we're going to score it at 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Oh no, look what I just did. Oh, see, I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. I'm going to have to start this all over again because I put my cutting blade instead of my scoring blade. Not a good thing. Okay, so what did I say? 4 1/4. Cutting this out 4 1/4. Now we're going to score it, and I'm putting away the cutting blade, and here's the scoring blade. I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So, how is everyone doing today? I don't have a lot of news except tomorrow is, well, actually, I do have some news. Tomorrow is the library, Robizonia Library, from 1 to 4. Anybody who's coming, you're welcome. I'll be glad to see you. And Carol, I got nothing from you today. What does that mean? You can't hear me? You can't see me? What? What's happening? What's happening, Carol? Okay, anyway, here we are. We're cutting this, we're folding this in half, and we're going to fold this back this way. And oh, you know what? Before I move on, I have to pull a name. Remember, everybody, if you comment during this live, or if you watch the replay and you comment, I put your name in this little bucket, and oh, you didn't get the measurements? Okay, and I'm going to pull a name. And I pulled Karen's name, so Karen gets the card that I'm making tonight. Congratulations, Karen. Karen's not on yet, but I think she will be, so we'll tell her. Okay, Carol, the very first comment should be from me. And if it's not, well, I'm going to be telling, I don't know what this is doing. Can you see it now? Oh, it's okay. Okay, good. Okay, so Karen got the card that we're making tonight. She's getting this card. And just a couple of things to tell you. Library tomorrow, 1 to 4. I'm all over the place tonight, aren't I? So we're going with a second Thursday of the month, and it seems to be working out pretty well. So I think that's what we're going to stick with. So that would be tomorrow from 1 to 4. There is a weekly sale for Stampin' Up. Get on the website and check it out because there's some good stuff. One of the things that they have going, and this is the last day for this, is this gorgeous, gorgeous paper. This is Splendid Day. It's $8.50 instead of $12. That's a heck of a good deal. And this stuff is so, so pretty. So you might want to check that out. They have some ribbons, some embellishment, and everything is at least 10% off. Some of it's more than 10%, but that's that. And I am doing the Governor Mifflin Craft Fair, which is December 10th. I don't know what time it starts. I'll let you know. I did put something on Facebook about it. And guess what? I'm making 100 cards. Yep, 100 cards for the swag bag. It's a sample. The first 100 people that come in the door get a swag bag. And in that swag bag will be one of my cards. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. I already know what it's going to be because I started making them because I got to make 100 of them. So it's going to be a little busy. I'm also going to be attending a Stampin' Up! Conference, which I'm so happy about. That's going to be in Pittsburgh. And I know Susie's going to be attending that too. That isn't until November, and I'll tell you more about that as the time comes. Anyway, let's get back to our double Z fold card. Okay. So we have, oh, there it came up now. Now that's YouTube. Okay. The outside layer is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. The inside layer. Now I did one carding purple. I'm doing this one in Parakeet Party. This is 10 by 2 3/4. So I already cut the 2 3/4, and I don't. Did I cut the 10? No, it's 11. Okay, so the easy way to do this is to just cut off an inch because it's a sheet of paper, and a sheet of paper is, of course, 11 inches. So I cut off an inch. And then you're going to score this at 4 3/4. Hi, Karen, you won the card. I pulled your name. 4 3/4. I will get it to you tomorrow at the library. So now you have even more reasons to come to the library tomorrow. 4 3/4 and 7 1/2. And okay, I was in the process of telling everybody who might happen to watch this video later in the week to comment like Karen did, and then your name gets put in that my little box. And if I pull your name, you win whatever card I'm making. Like tonight, this is everybody who commented in the last week. Hi, Linda. You're not staying online. You just got home from a 12 hours. Oh, bus trip. Ugh. Go eat. See you at the library tomorrow. And you commented now. You can watch this anytime. You know that. Talk to you tomorrow. Have fun or go eat. Don't want any of my friends to starve to death, right? Okay, so this is so easy. Check this out, okay? We have our two pieces. This piece, right? And this piece. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it a little bit. We are going to take some Designer Series paper. I have, what I'm doing with the Designer Series paper is I'm cutting each piece down a 1/4 inch. So what I'm saying is this panel here is 4 1/4 by 2 2 3/4. I cut this 4 by 2 1/2. And I cut 2 of these. I'm going to glue them on right away. I'm losing everything today, so before I lose it, I'm going to glue them on. I don't think I need my paper cutter anymore because I think I have everything cut. So I'm going to put this aside. Okay, I have another piece cut 4 by 2 1/2, same as the first one. Put this down here. And then I have a piece cut 5 1/4 by 4. So if you forget these measurements, just measure this out and take it down 1/4 inch. So this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we cut this 5 1/4 by 4. That's what I always do with my layers. Almost always cut my layers 1/4 inch smaller than the main panel. So then we have this piece. Now this piece is where our greeting is going to be, and our sentiments, everything that we're going to say is going to be on here. So we are not going to put designer series paper on here. Instead, I cut a couple pieces of white paper for these 2 places because this is where I'm going to put my messages and signature and all that good stuff. And I don't know if this isn't making any sense to you. I'm going to show you in a second what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to put this like this. And then up top, this is the Halloween one. So we're doing this really similar to what we did the last week. I'm putting that aside for a second. I'm taking this piece of black cardstock. I am taking this and this. Okay, this is my Halloween stuff. Okay, I'm taking the house and the cat. And this part here is going to be cut out so I can put other stuff there. I can put things like bats and moons and all that kind of stuff there. And then I'm going to run this all through my cutting and embossing machine. Actually, I'm using Mini Winnie today, but you know what? I did this all ahead of time. So here's my house, here's the cat, and here is this piece. Now this piece, in case you get this stamp set, this might befuddle you because it did me at first, but you take these 2 pieces and you put the one inside the other, because if you just do this piece, it's all going to fall apart. So you have to put this piece on the outside to make this frame so that you get the branches, and that's the branches. So that's how that comes out. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying. And then we have our house, which has some fence around it, and it has some little holes in the fence that didn't punch. I'm punching them out now. Oh, Karen says, thanks so much. Thanks for winning the card. You won the card. That's because you showed you came to my little thing here and you commented, and so your name got put in the bucket and I pulled it out. Yeah, so you're gonna win this card that we're making right here. Okay, so I die cut this, and now what I did with this, you could either put it right on the front of your card if you wanted to, but I didn't like that quite as much. And I thought, since I have all this gray here in the back, I'm just going to use the gray. And I'll show you what I did. I took a piece of cardstock and cut it to work exactly inside, that this would fit right on it. So, it's 2 7/8. So I'm going to cut this 2 7/8. Of course, it has two sides. By, so that's 2 7/8 by, not quite 2.5. All right, here's that piece. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this on here, and I don't want the gray to show outside the frame, so I need to cut just a little more off there because I didn't quite cut it short enough. Hopefully this will work, but you need to give it a little bit of space to catch the glue. That should work fine. And you don't need a lot of glue on this, just a little at the bottom and the top, a little on the sides. The branches don't really matter. If you catch them with some glue, fine. If you don't, fine too. I know how much some of you guys really love to put glue on stuff, so I really kind of am ODing on the Halloween this year. It just, I got to tell you, Stampin' Up! Has come out with some really adorable Halloween things. And I never used to do much for Halloween cards, but last year, really, some really cool Halloween stuff came out. And so I got really caught up in it and started making these cards, and I made a whole bunch of them and mailed them out to my friends. And they thought this was so cool. They don't get Halloween cards, but it's a way to stay in touch. So, I sent some out to some people, and they liked it. So I decided this year I'm just going to go ahead and do it again. So, Stampin' Up!, like I said, came out with some cute little Halloween things, and I'm just experimenting with them and sharing with you what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these little corners out with my scissors because I don't really want them to show. And I'm almost getting underneath that. So anywhere that I see gray, I'm going to cut without cutting the black. Karen, you're glad you like Halloween. So did you know what? I know Carol, it's one of her favorites too. She just loves the Halloween stuff. So, I'm glad that you won the card then, because she won the card last week. So you get the card this week. Okay, and we're gonna stick this little haunted house. I'm taking all this stuff with me to the library tomorrow too. So if you guys want to use any like this die, because I think this is really cute. This die is really cute. So then we're going to take this. Now we have it like this. We're going to decorate this piece. So I'm going to just put this on here with some dimensionals. I did not quite get that close enough. There. I don't want to put it all the way down at the bottom, but close. Let's just put it on there. And then I cut out these, I already cut these out. That's some bats, a couple of bats and a moon. And I'm just going to kind of put them up at the top. I'm leaving a little room for a ribbon because I discovered, and I put this on. Shoot, it's crooked. Really don't like it being crooked. So I'm going to try real carefully to get it up without wrecking it. And put it back down straight. There, that's better. Okay, I'm going to leave a little room for a ribbon here. And then I'm going to just kind of put the moon up here and put a bat there. Big bat, a little bat. Really like these little bats. I think they're really cute. And you know, it's really funny when you first look at them in the dies. It's like, what is that? It doesn't look like a bat. But once you cut them out and you look at them, they do. That's why whenever I get a new stamp set and some new dies, that's the first thing I do is just cut out scrap paper to see what they are, to see what all the pieces are. So I cut out this cat for no reason at all, other than that I decided then I was going to try and use him. So I'm just going to stick him in this little panel here because I don't have anything to say there. And what I'm going to do then, he's going to go there. And then I'm going to take this scary, cute little stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp. Well, maybe I already have the stamp out. Looks like I do. Somewhere, but I don't seem to know where. Is that weird? Well, that isn't a good thing. Okay, I know that I have it somewhere because I just used it a little earlier. I must have left everything on the stamp on the blocks so that I could have it ready. And we put it somewhere. Oh my gosh, right in front of me they are. Oh, okay. A mind is a terrible thing to lose. Okay. So I have this little cute kid with holding a lantern, and I'm going to just put him here. And it says Halloween happiness. I'm going to put that there. And then it's not done yet. Quite. I really like this black and white gingham ribbon, and I'm kind of thinking that a bow would look really cute out of this on here. Oh, my husband was so busy all day today. He shampooed my rugs upstairs and downstairs. He was up here while I was working, getting my stuff together for tomorrow. And he was up here. That was my dog hacking, by the way. he was up here shampooing the rugs, and then downstairs he did some. He was just busy, busy, busy. So now we've got the fans running all over the place to dry the rugs. just going to put this right here. I don't want it to hide everything. So it's the streamers are going to kind of go under. And that's going to sit right there. Okay. Now the decorating. No, the decorating isn't done yet because, when I make a card, it's never finished without the glitter. So I'm getting out the Wink of Stella and putting it on the haunted house. I think I'm running out of Wink on this Wink of Stella, but that's it. I have enough yet, I think. Believe me, I have more. This is one of those things I never run out of. So this just adds a little bit of shimmer to the black pieces. I'm putting some on the moon and on the bats and around the frame and on the house. Yeah, everywhere that there's black. And I'll even open up the inside. Oh, yeah, there's more in there. Wow, there was lots more in there. Huh. I am sure glad that didn't get on my card. Yeah, very glad. That's all you got to do when you start running out of your Wink. You just squeeze it. And if there's any more in there, it will come out. And wow, there was a lot more in there. In fact, that is really coming out nice now. Yeah. That is just going to sparkle and shine. I'm going to put some around the frame. Ooh, this is really sparkling now. It's neat. Okay, on the, oops, no, wait, this has a line. I don't want a line. Get rid of the lines. It'll dry some and it'll get less silver. This is very silvery. And the cat, I'm going to get the cat and get his eyes, get his ears and some fur, his tail. Yeah, glittery cat. And the kid's going to be glittery too. Oh, it's drying right away. Okay. I was afraid it would leave too much shimmer, but it's not. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this. So we're going to take this piece. See, it's a Z fold. This is why they call it a double Z, because there's a Z and there's a Z. Clever, right? Yeah. Okay. We are going to fold this up. We're going to fold this up. We're going to turn this over. We're going to put glue up here and down here. Then we're going to flip this back over, put this like this, slide this up just until it's just about at the end. Okay, now when you're sliding it up, you're just being careful that you only get the top layer here and the bottom layer down here. And you have it together like this. Then you go like that. Okay, that is how the card looks. Cute, right? Okay, this is the purple one. Wow, that glitter, that really got a lot of Wink of Stella there. I think I might have to get some of that glitter off of there. It's blending. Okay. Yeah, it's blending. And it's all over my fingers. Oh, thank God. So this was the other one that I had done earlier today. It's exactly the same, as you can see, except it doesn't have as much glitter on it. The one that I made earlier. But I just wanted to show you that this is not just for Halloween. What was that? What was that? Hey, Diane, good to see you again. Um, it's not just for Halloween. You can do other things with it. Look at this. I made this one, and this was the other one I wanted to show you exactly how to make. You're going to take the exact same measurements. I took a piece of blue, and actually I used a discontinued color, Misty Moonlight, but you could do this with Night of Navy. And then the designer series paper is in that big host packet that I think I told you about before. There's a lot of paper, all different kinds of paper in that. So I did this layer with the Misty Moonlight paper, and this layer is Bumblebee. And then I cut out the word. This is from the stamp set, Nothing's Better Than. Let me get that stamp set down for you for a second. There it is. Because this is a really cute stamp set. This was from last year. This was a big one last year, and it did not discontinue. It repeated in this year's catalog. So I really like this stamp set, so I want to use it some more. It has different things like today's plan, consume, and then you can say coffee, cookies, cocktails, chocolate. And it says you make everything better. Um, what was the other one that because adulting is hard and be awesome. Today's plan, consume cocktails and be awesome. How's that? Today is a chocolate kind of day, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too. So what I did is I made this one that says, you're just like coffee. And I put the coffee cup, which is in this set, and it has a die to go with it. You're just like coffee. You make everything better. And then there's 2 cups of coffee there. Cute, right? Same as this one. You can see everything is cut out the same. Okay. You cut your 11 by 4 1/4, that big piece, score it 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Cut your DSP a 1/4 inch smaller than the panel. Glue it on. Cut this piece 10 by 2 3/4. This piece is scored at 4 3/4, 7 1/2. And then you just cut. Now this one, I cut the designer series paper panels and then cut the white panels a little smaller because I knew I was just going to put the little coffee cups and that on it. So I didn't need real big panels with a lot of stuff. And you can slime the bottom one just like this one. I am still getting glitter off of this guy. Wow. Oh, there, it's okay now. It's good. Yeah. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Double Z fold. And it's, it's just one of those really kind of impressive, yes, pretty easy. It looks a lot more difficult than it is. And I just thought this would be kind of neat because last week I think I overwhelmed some people with the card that I made last week with the hats sticking up and everything. So this week we have these and this. And I'm finished. That was a quick one, right? I thought that would take a little bit longer. But it didn't take long at all. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll give it a shot. And don't forget, come see me in Robisonia at the library tomorrow. from 1 to 4. Anyone can come. You don't even have to belong to the library. You can just show up. And if you come around to the back of the building, there's an entrance directly into the room where I'm at. And I will have supplies there. You don't have to bring anything. If you want a particular item, you have to let me know so I can bring it. And that's all. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you all next week. Bye.